Well, for more on this, Todd Kent is joining us now from Incheon, South Korea. He's the Dean of University of the Utah Asia Campus. Good to speak to you. Firstly, Trump's made a huge amount of campaign promises. What do you think his immediate priorities are going to be, though, once in office?
I think initially what he'll do is focus on those issues that he thinks got him elected and build some support for those. Focus on jobs and immigration. He did make a lot of promises, and it'll take a while. He's going to need the support of Congress. But initially, I think he'll try to build support for those key issues. The people that elected him, they want him to provide jobs. That won him the election in the Midwest of the U.S. And also immigration is a key issue for his supporters. So I think that's where he'll go.
Just turning to the inaugural ceremony quickly, 50 Democrats are boycotting this event. What does that spell for the upcoming political season in terms of how gridlocked Congress is going to be?
Well, I think that the boycott of the ceremony is largely symbolic and posturing, because they say that their supporters don't want them to support Donald Trump. But I don't, as far as gridlock goes, I don't think it changes the numbers any. They were going to support him anyway. I mean, his opponents are focused on racial and equity issues, while his supporters are focused on, jobs and bringing back an America that they remember. So this gridlock exists whether or not they attend or not.
How gridlocked do you suspect the Republican Party might be as we start to see some divergences between Trump's incoming administration and conservatives in Washington?
Yeah, I think there's going to be more problems for President Trump and the Republican Senate and House than people would expect. And that's because he is much broader. I don't think many Republicans don't consider him to be a true believing Republican. He's much broader on several issues. And as he starts pushing them in direction they feel like that hurts them in their ability to get reelected back home, you're going to see conflict. And I think you're seeing the kind of the start of that, even with healthcare law. You're going to see it with immigration, and one of his challenges is going to be, how does he hold his Republican majority together?
We're just speaking earlier to one of our correspondents outside Washington, D.C. He's been observing a huge number of protests. There's going to be a women's march on Saturday. How damaging is this kind of public discontent going to be for American politics?
Well, I think if it was something that it was unexpected, it would be different. But I think you've seen protests against the president-elect since he was elected, but even before he was elected. So I think people aren't surprised about this. I think it does show that we have a very divided electorate. If you look at the election, it was about 50-50 between both candidates. That means half the people did not vote for President-elect Trump, and what they want him to focus on is very different than what he plans to focus on. So I think it's not unexpected.
Great to speak to you, Todd Kent. Many thanks for your insight there.